Hello, welcome. It's good to have your company. You're watching RT International. Now, the head of Ukraine's militarised radical right sector group say they will not recognise the truce agreed in Minsk, a deal made during top-level negotiations between Moscow, Kiev, Berlin and Paris. We can get more on this now from RT's Murad Gazdiev. He's in Donetsk in East Ukraine for us. Murad, how big a threat could this pose to the Minsk peace deal, do you think?
Well, potentially it could be devastating, nothing short of devastating. The announcement, the comment was made by the leader of the right sector, Dmitry Yarosh, on his Facebook page of all places. And in his post, he actually said that any deal made with pro-Russian terrorists is one not worthy of abiding by, and that his organization would continue their military operations as before. Potentially, you know, Kiev hasn't commented on the issue, so we don't know what sort of pressure Kiev will exert on the right sector to abide by the ceasefire, and there's a lot riding on this, especially for Kiev. But potentially, if they were allowed to, you know, assault the anti-government forces, it could lead to a chain runaway effect. In which the right sector attacks, the anti-government forces retaliate, and others get involved. So potentially, it could be quite devastating. It's also worth reminding our viewers about what the right sector is. It is an ultra-radical nationalist organization that firmly believes in Ukrainian supremacy. It has been at the forefront of the military operation in eastern Ukraine. It has its own armed military wing that answers only to Dmitry Yarosh, the leader of right sector. But again, it's an organization that enjoys support across Ukraine. Not major support, but support nonetheless. And it has been described as neo-Nazi. You know, it's quite fond of nighttime torchlit protests and demonstrations and pogroms or attacks on political parties, the officers of political parties that the organization doesn't necessarily agree with. Nevertheless, any such statement that from the right sector saying that they won't respect this ceasefire could have potentially a devastating effect.
OK, thanks, Murad. That's RT's Murad Gazdiev in Donetsk in the east of Ukraine for us. Now,